My company is Black Series Edition LLC. We have our other company under Crystal H Technology Screens, and soon, probably around summer, we'll have our exotic collection website. Now, again, we go through this all the time. We've been through this dozens and dozens of times about settings in our projectors. As I said before, that with a lot of these great products I see on the market, again, they're using high-end 4K projectors, calibrated machines, dark ambient light environments, and again, a lot of them can't even pass basic house paint tests. In this demonstration, I'll show you my NEC $60 projector, 720p projector. That has 3,000 to 1 contrast, 4,000 to 1 contrast. And our technology we have here is far better than the Valva projection screen, which for some reason, I still can't figure out how that thing matched a white screen and a gray wall. All right, so let's show you my settings in my projector. Great, this real quick. All right, start my video and play it so we don't have it, here we go, cancel out on us. All right, and I'll show you my settings. So someone said my settings were all the way up. No. This is the settings in my projector. Again, we don't hide anything from anybody. At the end of the day, there's my settings. Contrast is at 66. Brightness is at 27. So the fellow who made the statement, you have to know how to read. So I can show you again up here at the top. See right here? My contrast is at the top. My brightness is in the middle. My contrast is at 66. My brightness here is at 27. It's actually under factory settings. Factory settings, it's split right down the middle. My sharpness is at 15. All right. On top of that, my projector also sits in eco mode the entire time. So keep in mind that I have my brightness at 27. Actually, it's under factory settings. I have my contrast at 66. I have my sharpness at 15, and I have my projector sitting in eco mode. This is how much light we have in the environment. See how it's nice and bright in here. And my screen size is probably around 106 inches. So no, we don't have to bring our brightness all the way up. I've been through this dozens of times. As a matter of fact, we have customers who have ultra short throws on our website as low as 900 lumens. My product can absorb in all this light with no discoloration, no ashiness to the screen, none of that. And do this on a 720p projector. I believe 8K Earth.
Getting that from YouTube.
That's commercials. And again, I don't have to be stuck in dark environments. I don't have to worry about calibrated projectors or overpriced projectors. My projector here in this demonstration cost me $60. That's basically about it. And my brightness is 27. I don't know what you saw on the, someone said, well, we know who saw it, but basically, I don't know what you saw and you can't read. Contrast and brightness is two different things. And my projector right now is sitting in eco mode. Now this is a gray screen paint we developed, or dark silver screen paint we developed for the Valva projectors, because we had customers who had these projectors. Of course, now since we've seen the Valva projector in action versus a white screen and gray wall, and now we know it does the same thing. As you can see, our technology is far more better for those particular projectors, or those who may want a lighter product. And as you can see, bigger screen size. Also on top of that, again, more light in our environments. We always use in our demonstrations. And again, my projector's brightness, 27. I'm actually under factory settings. Factory settings is right down the middle. And I'm in eco mode. Image is not supposed to come out washed out, ashy. Green's supposed to be green. Colors are supposed to pop. I'll be taking these pictures and posting them to the forum site next to yours. On my $60 720p projector. Oh, and this is for, here's a t-shirt. Like I said, we developed this product for customers who do not want to spend the money for the Valvo projector screen. Due to the fact that this is a very expensive screen at $649 and 120 inch at $1,000. And as I said before, it doesn't really show any improvement to a white wall or even to a white screen. There you go. So that white surface right there will match a Valve screen. It doesn't match our product. Now the reason why we can get $337 for our products, because again, our products at the end of the day can also too match certified screens, and our technology can be used in a fully lit environment. We never have to worry about our screens washing out or fading. Our projector can sit in eco mode, and on top of that, we don't have to spend thousands of dollars for our projector. Keep in mind, if my customers go out and they spend $200 for this projector, or under $200 for this projector, $337 for our product, which is around $537, they come out far cheaper than people who bought the Valvo projector setup. So $2,700 for the Valvo setup, plus an additional $649 for the screen. So that's $2,700, 600 and sorry about that. We could add that a little better than that. But it's around $3,000. I think it's around $3,400 in that price range. Yeah, it's around $3,400 in that price range. It's around, yeah, I think I added about $3,400. Where my customers, again, buying this projector we have right here for under $200, plus our screen paint, is around $537. And again, we can use our screens in fully lit environments. We don't have to calibrate. We don't have to be stuck in the dark. And on top of that, we have a big difference between a white surface and our product. Now, I want to tell you, I've been to this before about people challenging our settings. We've done this. Matter of fact, I need to go find those videos and locate them and put them up on the demo page. We had a Casio, we dropped it down below factory settings and still was able to produce with no problem whatsoever. So I'm going to go into my settings, bring you over here. Let's go to my settings on my ultra short throw. Now, these are my settings, as you can see. As I said to the other person, I'm just going to call you Mr. J. You can't read. See at the top where it says contrast? That's 66. See where it says brightness? Brightness in the middle. That says 27. Brightness is under factory settings. Let me show you this. My projector is sitting in eco mode. You can't read. That doesn't say contrast. It doesn't say brightness. It says contrast. Let's go over to, let me see, change my settings. Let's bring my contrast down to the same number as my brightness. We're going to be under factory settings for this one. See, under factory settings, 2727, under factory settings, still setting in eco mode. Keep in mind, if I can do this in eco mode at 11 feet on 1,000 lumens, this is 36. It's easy. And still knock out the white screen. I like to be back a little farther when I do my demonstrations. I don't like to be sitting on top of the screen. I hate that more than anything in the world. And I like to show off my environment, all that beautiful light hitting my screen. There we go. See, Mr. J, the problem is you talk too much trash at the end of the day. I'm the one that does the insane tests. I do all the crazy tests. I've done demonstrations where I've dropped projectors way below than this. Even at 1,000 lumens, I do demonstrations with projectors at 13 feet outside at 1,000 lumens. I do that kind of stuff. Screen drawing in and taking direct hits from sunlight. So if you think I'm going to be doing demonstrations like that, don't get me wrong, I do everything. There's nothing you guys can say at the end of the day you haven't done that. We can say at the end of the day you haven't done. You require very dark environments in order to get your products to work. It's not a high-powered projector sitting over there. That projector sitting over there is a 720p model. I don't have to steal Google images to make my products look good. And my projector is sitting under factory settings. When you sat there and said my brightness was all the way up, you can't read. You couldn't see that they said contrast at the top. The brightness was underneath of it. That was 27. That was under factory settings. Now, tomorrow morning, well, actually, no, I'm sorry, 12 o'clock tonight, I'm expecting to see you back your product. Until then, to my customers who are looking to get a better quality product than spending, oh, good gracious, I don't even want to say that product at the end of the day. Matter of fact, we're not even going to mention it. It's not even in our category. For a better product at the end of the day than the Valve screen, this is where you go. Man, your Valve screen can't even pass a white screen. I still can't get over that. That's insane. Let me look at some of the demonstrations. Go back up here. There we go. Here we go. You see my settings right there. I got my brightness was always in 27. So I'm just going to bring my contrast back to where it was. And brightness is still going to stay at 27 because that's where I leave it at. At 66 is where I have it at. I think it's 61. And my brightness still stays at 27 under factory settings. And we're still sitting in eco mode. Why? I don't have to burn my projectors. None of my projectors sit in normal mode. We don't have to do that. Our screens generate a ton of light. So we don't have to worry about that.
We trust in the experts. They focus on our safety, so we can focus on this little guy.
I'm gonna go with this one here. I didn't get a chance to check this one out yet. Now, see what some people don't understand is you're sitting in a dark environment with a 4K laser projector. I'm sitting in a well-lit environment with a $60 720p projector that actually has its brightness under factory settings at 27. That's it. I'm under factory settings. Factory settings is when you get a projector, everything is right down the middle. When you go past this way, you're under factory settings. So my brightness is under factory settings, and I'm in eco mode, and I'm on a much larger screen in a fully lit environment with more light hitting your screen. See that right here? See how much light? At the top, those are LED lights. Those aren't every day you're screwing balls. Those are actual LED lights, high fluorescent LED lights. That's why it's so bright in here. Now for those who, let's get back to topic, for the Valva setups, again, don't pay $649 for a screen, and do not pay $1,000. Because from what I've seen from the demonstration, I still can't get over that. I can't believe that screen matched that white screen that well. And the wall, just matched the wall way too well. That's a lot of money to spend on a projection screen to find out that you could have did the same thing with a $69 motorized projection screen. So with that being said, that's why I have the white surface up there, because again, with our products, you're going to see a big difference if you lay it against a white surface. Let's get something with the lights on if you want. Remember the Apple or whatever it was, and you could see it blended into the screen? It's not going to blend into the white screen. Now, I do have to thank that person, because now I don't have to buy the screen. He did all the testing for me. I know for a fact that screen can't beat a white screen. Doesn't have the ability to beat a white screen. And for what I've seen in the meter readings at 119 lux, it doesn't do too well. Which means in our environment, or any other environment higher than 119, which most environments are way higher than 119, it's not going to pick up. This is why it requires for you to be in an ambient light controlled environment. So if what I saw in that demonstration, 119, and that screen had a difficult time picking up, especially next to a white surface, our technology is far better. It's way better than the Valva screen. So keep in mind, like I said, if the customer were to go out and buy the Valva setup, you're talking about $2,700 for the projector, $600 if you get the screen for $1,000, then you're talking about $2,800 you've already coughed up for a screen that literally can do the same thing as a white piece of paper or a white screen at the end of the day. If you went out and got the $2,700 projector and you purchased the $649, you're around probably $3,400 in that price, or $3,300 in that price. Our technology at $337 and $200 for that projector sitting right there is $537. And my screen paint can do a screen size up to 150 inches. If it costs you $1,000 for a 120 inch, what does a 150 inch in that product cost? And we can beat a white surface. And taking 10 times more light, 119 lux is nothing. I'm still considering buying this screen, the 649, and put it in here. Well, actually, will we have it here by the time? We might not. We won't be out here by then. I have the house by then. But I'm definitely going to grab one. Oh, I do not want to hear the fussing and crying about, oh, you have to use it on our projector only. Oh, do I really? As a matter of fact, I need to ask that question too. Because then what's the difference? Oh, please don't come up with fake specifications. I don't need to be going through that nonsense. Why? I hope that does not come up, that you can only use it with their projectors only, because I'm curious. I already lied about the lumen count. Gee, what's next? Let's test some colors out in this nice bright environment in eco mode. Red screen, YouTube. Well, you know what's going to happen now. You just saw the rose, so yeah, it's going to come up just like the rose came up. Told you. See. So we're in eco mode at the end of the day, and still we can see better than a white surface. Don't even understand how that might even solve that. Whew. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
We got the whole list in there too. Might as well go on with the whole list. Let's go check out purple. Yeah, let's go check out green. Ooh, okay. And let's go check out that blue or light blue. I don't know, light blue. Yeah. Check out this light bulb. We're gonna see what we got. Oh, let's drop this thing down in the highest. I'm gonna drop it down in the highest eco mode. Let's bring it all the way down. Super eco mode. Here we go. We got it down on the low. Now you don't hear nothing from the projector. It's not going to affect us at the end of the day. We can drop projectors down to like way below eco mode and we still pick up in fully lit environments. You know the demonstration we have with the screen outside? The one on the, the 720p projector, that was in eco mode one time. I literally forgot because I did a demonstration inside in eco mode. And then when we went outside, set the projector, I literally forgot it was in eco mode. We did the entire demonstration outside in eco mode. Doesn't affect the screen. You hear the projector? Listen to the projector. How quiet it is. It's in top eco mode. Watch this, look. Everyone keep it in there all day, might as well. Super quiet. I think I'm gonna keep it in there. I like it that way. Slow color change out.
Getting that from YouTube.
See, the part that you missed in the demonstration, I had to speak to Mr. J on this one real quick. We don't mention his name anymore. I won't mention his name over in this video. I won't take my videos that nonsense. That the demonstration we're showing off, you're on a venue. You should have picked up with no problem. That's no light in the environment. That's nothing. We're used to being at far more worse. We're used to doing demonstrations outside, so we're used to taking in more light. And again, like I said, we've got technology that can eat sunlight. So yeah, a lot more light than that. So the thing about it is you have to show a beautiful image. You can't, nothing can wash out on the screen, especially when you have meters. The biggest mistake people make about meters is they'll drop meters on the floor. Oh, well, we drop them on the floor first. And they'll sit there and say, well, my image is coming up. The image has to come up nice. Colors must be bright. Because if they don't, that means your image has failed. And it's good to have a white surface up there so you can see exactly where you're coming at. Give me them colors. So we have to make sure when we do these tests, this is nothing. We used to do these tests all the time. That's why I can come on here and do this demonstration so easily, because we test our products. We've done this dozens of times. Ultra short though is just too easy. It is, because for 3600 lumens, way too close. I'd rather do this at 1000 lumens and sit back and do it. That's much more fun for me. But, you know, So that screen has to rotate through all those colors and pick up with no problem whatsoever. It's just too easy. It's just too easy. Remind you, I'm still under 27 in factory settings. Lights out. Just gonna flashbacks when I used to do testing all the time. It's just too easy. Okay, that's boring. Where's that? Skyworth food demonstration, YouTube.
Getting that from YouTube.
Man, this is not a challenge at all. I'm kind of bored with this, honestly, to tell you the truth. It's a little too easy. Rather be on a black screen. This is more of a challenge for me. So it tells me that, look, projector has a 4,000 to 1 contrast. If it's a valve screen, this is the problem you're going to have here. If I do a contrast level on here, and if you match a white screen, you can't pick up contrast. That's clearly what you just read in the demonstration. If you're matching a white screen toe to toe, and a white screen has a difficult time picking up contrast, means your contrast is not good. Extremely not good. If you match the white screen. Because that means you're picking up the same contrast the white screen's picking up. Same color the white screen's picking up. Which means our product over here is beating the white level, which means the valve screen couldn't even touch our technology if it wanted to. And I can do it with a projector at 60 bucks, not $2,700. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, is it seeing black? No, it's actually seeing a darker shade of gray. That's what it's picking up. Valva projector, just to let you know, or I don't know what the company's called, but Valva, if your screen matched that white surface in the middle, that means you can't see contrast at all, period. And judging by how many lumens that you have, actually the lux meter was picking at 119, and you still weren't even maintaining the contrast level in the environment that we're in right now, you would wash out like that white sheet of paper. Which means your projection screens aren't worth what they're claimed to be at the end of the day. They're worth far less. They're actually in the same price range of a white screen. All right, we gotta get another projector. I'm so bored with this ultra short throw thing. It's too easy. I hate doing ultra short throws. Sorry, people. That's just how I am. It's just too easy. Projector's sitting right up on top of the screen at 3,600 lumens. There's no fun in this. I'm getting my 1,000 lumen projector. Where's my old faithful at? I need a challenge. That's not gonna make me happy. I need a challenge. I need a challenge. Of course, for this thing. It's too easy. I hate doing ultra short throws. I mean, you're right on top of the screen. How hard could that be? That's what I can understand how people fail so miserably doing those demonstrations in fully lit environments. You were literally right on top of the screen. I sat there and told you. I told you a long time ago that the gray screen paint class have a really difficult time picking up on venue projectors. I told you that. What's going to happen? I already posted the pictures already at Facebook already. And they can't pick up. The reason why they can't pick up, because the screens don't capture light. They generate too much light. Let's get my NEC out of here. Put you over here. Yeah. Might do some floor projection today too. I haven't decided yet. Let's get this projector back here. Let's set it up for Old Faithful. I call Old Faithful my 1,000 lumen projector. I like those little projectors. Little projectors are nice. I had this one since daylight saving. I tell you something. I have walked in front of 4,300 lumens so many times. This is a 4,300 lumen projector. It was just running a few minutes ago. I must have walked in front of that like 4 or 5 times and didn't even blink. Because you kind of get used to it after a while. You've done it like 1,000 times. So you kind of get used to it. First time we do it, it's jacked up. Like, what the? We need the 1,000 lumen projector. That's what we need to do a demonstration of now. Oh, let me see. Let's get you out of here. Now see, this is what you should be seeing in demonstrations. It's called a projector swap out, which means you can swap out the projectors at will in the middle of demonstrations. The reason why some people don't do this is because they depend on these crutch projectors to make their screens look good. They can't change out their environment, they can't change out the projectors because the screen will fail. The image will drop. So they had to stuck to that one surface, that one projector. We call those crutch projectors. Or I can swap out projectors at will because again, this is what we do. All right, let me go grab me, let me see. We need a cord for this. We need a cord for this later on for this thing. Let me see. I'll have to go dig into the bag, the wire bag. I hate going for the wire bag. Wait. We got a bag right here. We got a bag over here. Let's see. Well, we do have one. All right, cool. Yeah, because this one takes a really weird cord. Not like the whatchamacallit, the other projector than Casio. Oh, cool. Got extension cord and surge protector. That's what I'm talking about. I missed my NEC 2000 lumen projector. That was a really good one. That's a pretty good machine. All right, let me see. The extension cord, so I can plug you in over here. We don't need this. Okay. And we need a fire stick and we need an adapter. Let me see what we got over here on the desk. Adapter. Perfect. We got an adapter. This. Since we got the 169-inch screen in the next room, or 59-inch screen, I'm going to be setting up a projector and show you dual. Sony's have this. Sony have dual picture mode, which I can do it on there. I'm going to do 2 picture modes. I'm going to do PS4 and Netflix on 2 screens at the same time using the Sony's. I like the Sony's because the Sony's will let you use HDMI to VGA. Usually, most of the time, it's like BMC to VGA, some crazy nonsense that you know you ain't got the hookups for it. And yeah, turns out to be like that. All right. Let me see. We just need the fire stick. People want fire sticks on the floor. And we need a battery pack for this right here, which we should have them in here. And we'll I got another one on the desk. I've got a chew on it. So we done this one. We got a next one. Fire sticks, we run them up on fire sticks and power sticks. Let me see. Ooh, we got one in there. It should be enough to do what we gotta do. I need a little bit of juice. We're not gonna be here long. All right. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. This is more fun for me. I don't like it when things are too easy. I don't like it. No challenge in there, you know what I mean? Some people are happy cutting corners, you know, and skimming by. I hate it so much. You know? I don't know how people sleep at night. Like, I can't do that. It'll drive me crazy. Because I have to prove it to myself 100% that it's working. I have to have that confidence of knowing that when I get on camera, it's going to work. And this is how people end up getting busted on camera and embarrassing themselves because they cut corners too much. I like the 1,000 loop projector better. It's more of a challenge for me at the end of the day. Ooh, what the heck is that? I'm looking for a really good anime movie. Oh, no. Go back. What was that? Oh, heck yeah, I'm watching that. I'm definitely watching that. A box. There's no box machine. I'm just dying for a good anime. Alright, gotta go through watching that tonight. Just looking for something different. See what I'm talking about? The reds have to be reds, greens have to be greens. They're not supposed to wash out. They're not supposed to have a kind of a washed out look to them. And for those who are going to say, well, you're inside. I've done these demonstrations outside at 13 feet on 1,000 lumens outside. And still passed. We've done these in the max out zone, which is an area that has so much light in that meters don't pick up, and still passed. versus certified, versus widescreen, versus black paint, versus just about everything you could think of. We've done it. Let me get that DMP Supernova up here too. While I'm at it, might as well have a little fun. So a little bit. Let me get you right here. That's back. I just realized something. I throw my projector in the next room back there. Right back there. Like push it back even farther. Because I got more room back there. It's dropping into the next section, next area over there. So I'm not trying to be rude. At the end of the day, this is how a screen's supposed to look. We're at 1,000 lumen projector, 720p, 600 by 800 res. This is the image we're pulling up. It's supposed to be beautiful. It's not supposed to be washed out or faded or discolored. It's not supposed to look like that. If you're seeing colors that come out like this, you gotta get your eyes checked. Something's wrong. Colors are supposed to pop. I'm a gamer at the end of the day. I mean, my stuff gotta work. Game off this stuff. Okay, let me put that in for my tape. This is the kind of stuff I was explaining to you on what customers now are faced with in the industry. You're going to have to deal with knockoff fake projectors. You're going to have to deal with companies at the end of the day that are making these knockoff projectors. And these same projectors have knockoff screens attached to them. And charge you all this money for a screen that can match a white screen at the end of the day. And hype it up to make it look like something that it's not. And then you got to work with some of these hobby paints out here that can't back their products up at the end of the day. So, you know, we come out here, we expose all that nonsense. Just the same thing, what I like about Epson. Epson saw that nonsense they were doing, they exposed them for that nonsense. If Epson didn't step foot out there and do that, they would have been getting away with selling these projectors off and saying they were 6,000 lumens, and they weren't, they were 1,800. Nobody wants to freaking work. Everybody wants to freaking milk the gravy train. Man, in a while, since they don't want to work, who are the ones who get screwed in the process? Customers get screwed in the process. Here you go. DMP Supernova, $5,000 projection screen, gunmetal technology. Am I expecting, now our technology is not gunmetal. Oops, that right back up there if we can. Seems a little sticky. It's gonna work. It's up there. Let's try that again. Hopefully that stays up there. We're not trying to overpower. This is not gunmetal technology. Now, if I'm developing gunmetal technology, I'm developing it to overpower the screen. This kind of technology, we're not. we want it to match the product. So you're looking at a $5,000 projection screen sitting next to a screen paint that costs our customers $337. That technology up there cannot be used with ultra short throws. Our technology can use ultra short throws and long throw projectors. So when someone makes a comment at the end of the day that why shouldn't I? A matter of fact, I should be getting a lot more at the end of the day. Now knowing this is why I'm working to get my storefronts. So I can have my products on display and reach more capital, more customers that can come into our site, again, that will come straight to our website and order right from our site. So not only do you got a screen that's more advanced than the Valva screen at the end of the day, and again, you can use it with long throw. I think it's an ultra short throw screen only, I think it is. Well, ours can do both. We do long throw and ultra short throws with ours. Not only that, our technology can beat a $5,000 DNP Supernova, which is about to come off the screen right now. How about you stay up there? What is wrong with you? What is the deal? You're sticky. I can feel it. You just don't want to be up there, do you? I can feel it. Do a color change out real quick. Red screen. So, and you can see we do pick up a little bit of an improvement over the $5,000 screen. Green screen. Come on, give me what I asked for. Thank you. Interesting. All right, that's cool. That's good to know. Purple screen. No, that's a purple. What does that have to do with basically slow moving background? Huh. All right, that's interesting. Are we overpowering the gunmetal screen? On dark, oh, okay, that's interesting. That's something really interesting. I'm gonna have to get some more gunmetal screen. I'm gonna see what we got here. That baffles me so much. You have no idea how much that baffles me. How come when we have the lights on, we're matching the screen, but when we turn the lights off, the screen's not matching? Like you would think with the lights on it would work better, but with the lights on it wouldn't work better. That's really interesting. What the freak? That's pretty strange. It's supposed to be the other way around. I'm curious. Starfield screensaver. They're slightly darker. That's crazy. Hold on for a minute. Yeah, but now it's matching our screen. Oh yeah, that stuck me scratching my head at the end of the day. I don't have no idea what the heck is going on with that one. I can't even explain that one at the end of the day. I ain't even going to try to figure that one out. That sounds like something that could cause somebody to go mad at the end of the day. Lights out screens are supposed to work much better because there's less light in the environment to wash out the screen. Lights on should be more of a competition there, more of a struggle. So how come the screen's working better? Not our screen, we're talking about the certified screen. The certified screen's working better. All right, well, that baffles me at the end of the day. Oh, I'm good. "4K snow screensavers." Can't see it running. Our projector's old. We can only do 4.3. Should be able to bypass this. It's gonna make me go through a whole freaking pharmaceutical commercial. Are you freaking kidding me? You know how long those things are? So you gotta sit there and watch the endless row of freaking. This is what will happen to you if you take this stuff. White screen's not picking up jack. You know, it's contrast in this demonstration, right? If it was all white, we'd just be looking at a blinding white screen, but there is contrast in it because the wolves, there's different tones of white levels in it. The white screen can't pick it up. It's just picking up one blinding white light, but that $5,000 screen's picking it up. Now it's coming off like the white sheet of paper. I'm not even going to try to figure that one out. Not even going to try to. Not even attempt to. I don't even figure out how that one even works. Ooh, wait a minute. I want to see this for a minute. White screen. It's called narrow viewing cone effect. Usually, most certified screens have reflective surfaces that are plagued by this. I told you the reflective surface is needed so the screen can actually reflect more light, so it can pick up brighter white levels. But that's what they call the narrow viewing cone effect. See? Really, to tell you the truth, when you do like narrow, you know, the viewing cone effect for screens, it's really not needed with screen paints. It shouldn't be needed with screen paints. What I saw in the other demonstration where that screen turned dark and then one turned light, I will never be able to figure that out. That was the most kookiest stuff I've ever seen in my entire life. Screen paints don't have the narrow viewing cone effect. They shouldn't have it because they don't have that reflective surface. Now, certified screens have it because they need it because, again, it's not a paint. It's kind of a fabric-like or film material, and they need it to reflect a lot more light because they are using a much more darker surface. But they also can be plagued with this. And the more you turn, the darker it gets. They never tell you this stuff in any of the demonstrations, do you? Because they don't, again, I told you, they don't know too much. See how it's nice and bright? That's from the reflective surface. They've actually gotten much better, and I'll tell you why it got much better. Because before, it used to be really bad. It used to be that before, when people would explain how you would set up your projection screen setup, you would have it where you had to have it in line with the screen. So if your projector was a little too high up or a little too low or to the left or to the right, you'll get these little black edges around the corners. You don't have to worry about that now. They've gotten much better. But now, yeah, you still have the narrow viewing cone effect. So when you saw the guy called Jay, we're going to call him Jay. When you saw him and he was basically pointing downward this way, that's not an angle gain. An angle gain is when you turn to the side. That's an angle gain. So the image has to look the same way as when in the middle as when you turn here or here. It has to look the same. Going up to the screen and looking across it here and here, that's not an angle gain. I mean, you don't know what you're talking about. But I can show you that by taking a certified what that is. The screen automatically turns dark. Happens with different colors too. Like we go to red screen. We'll grab a red screen, see if it has the same reaction in color. See? So if I'm standing right here, right? I'm not even on the side, I'm standing right here, you will see the screen turn dark. As I start to turn, it becomes darker. See? Now if I get up in the front here, it goes back to its normal color. And if I go down, it stays the same. If I go up high, it stays the same. The old ones back in the day were some of the older ones. If you go too high, it'll get dark. If you want too low. This one just does it from side to side. Let's go fly a kite. And in order for you to know this, you would have to test a lot of certified screens to do it, to know it. That's how I know it. The reason why, like I said, when you're watching demonstrations, they never explain any of this stuff to you because they don't know anything at all, period. And when I watched the guy called, we're going to mention his name, Danny, I saw his product where it was dark on this side. When he turned, it got lighter, but it got darker as I was staring at it. And then the one that was actually lighter turned darker, but lighter front. Don't even ask me how that even happened, because even I'm baffled on that. I'm not going to try to figure that one out. But that's bad. It's considered extremely bad. You're supposed to stay the same color as when you turn here or here. Some screens have less. Not all screens have this. At the end of the day, now see how it got lighter? That's the part that's baffling the daylights out of me. Because it's supposed to be better. It's supposed to pick up a much darker, richer color if the lights are out, because it's less, has less to do with, look at that. Look at that. That is just so weird. Not on ours, it's certified. Lights out, you get a much better image. Of course, you would know that anyway when you watched the demonstration with Mr. J, and you saw the demonstration with the projector up front. When the lights went out, the image got improved a little better. This is doing the opposite. I wonder if the ambient light rejection technology only works with the lights on. I'll see it come back together. Color comes back together and watch it separate. See what I mean? Strange. Really strange. Interesting, but strange. Blue screen. Interesting. That is so interesting. I wonder if the angle gain has the same reaction. It does. That is really wild. All right, people. Well, that was interesting to watch. That was pretty cool. Not all certified screens react the same way. Some actually react less. What I've seen from the Elite Screens Dark Star 9, they don't have it as much. They actually show very little signs of it, which is pretty good. All right, well, that right there, that shows you the benefits of our technology right there. This is just our great technology versus our our great technology versus certified screen and the white sheet of paper. Here's our black technology. Let me do something real quick and have a little fun here. Let's see. I'll do that a little far. Too close. That's better. Now you can see the blue is much more advanced on the black technology. Yeah, it's black. That's why. Blacker screens work much better. Now, that gunmetal technology landing against black technology, I told you because it's a more advanced screen, it can make gunmetal look nearly like a white sheet of paper. Because this is more advanced technology. Everybody thought the gray screens were more advanced. No, 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 no. They're not. Now, to Mr. J, so you can understand, you can't talk about black technology. You don't understand it. You can't make it. You can't even begin to understand how it even functions. So, it's not as simple as you think it is. If it was, I would challenge you to make one and pass all tests under us. So you can't. So, oh, battery died on my phone. So you don't know anything about black technology, nor do you understand it. This right here. My battery dying on my pack over here. Let's get a fresh one. What we got going on over here? No juice. No juice. What do we have over here that we can run this off? We need juice. I need power. My fault, because last night I had the ability to, oh shoot, got a brand new one over here, all powered up. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. All right, there we go. So again, a lighter screen, no, they don't work so well. Even our technology we developed that's lighter than this, we consider light screen, is always darker because again, it's going to maintain better levels. But black technology is far more superior on every level. I can take my cell phone, I can put a Starfield demonstration up and lay it against the screen, and it will match. I can take any one of these monitors over there and do the exact same thing, and it will match. This technology can match TVs. Can't do that on a gray screen because you can't see the contrast levels to begin with, so how are you going to even work with that? So to sit there and say that a gray screen? No. That's a bottom dollar screen. That's even lower than this, right? That's, yeah, lower than this. We're at 1,000 lumens, that's it. That's all we need in here. Slow color changer. That certified screen, which did much better with the lights on over here on our gray technology, now sits against black technology that it's literally turning it into a sheet of white paper. Now keep in mind, the gunmetal technology we have here is darker than Frankenstein. Way darker. And yet, next to a black screen, we can turn that into a white sheet of paper. Well, our technology and black technology. I have yet to see people do these tests yet. I wonder why they evade them so much. I'll put my setup right there so I can get back and forth. That'd be nice. Skyworth food demonstrations. Skyworth food demonstrations. They can't pick up the contrast, they won't see it. So let's see if our level comes up so dark it can't be seen. They can't see color either. So certified gunmetal can't see color, and a white surface can't see color next to black technology. That's picking up color. Interesting. Starfield screensaver. Yeah, thought so. Yeah, on a projector that has 100:1 contrast. That's what the projector behind me has. So let's see. We can see white levels. We can pick up color with no problem whatsoever. And we can pick up 100% contrast level. Isn't that pretty cool? See, when we do demonstrations on our black technology, we like to show off our white levels. We love to show off our colors. We like to shoot white pieces of paper stuff against our screen. Why is it that every time I see these great products, we never see Starfield demonstrations? We never see something that the screen is not designed to do. Gray screens are not supposed to be able to have the ability to pick up contrast levels properly. We never see those demonstrations. And all the demonstrations I just watched in the last couple of days, I didn't see one Starfield demonstration. Not one. Nothing but bright colors all over the screen. Not one contrast demonstration anywhere. My goodness. Poor demonstrations. Well, 8K desired nature. We didn't even see this one. I was expecting to see this one. I would have loved to have seen that. But, you know, we're not going to get it. It's a very dark demonstration. I like this one. AP can pick and choose. They can't do all of them. We can do all of them. I just came on here, ran the same demonstrations. Came right here, ran the same demonstrations. So on this section over here, we can match DMP Supernova $5,000 screen. Over here, we can beat the $5,000 screen. This means that this would be the more advanced technology. We'll be slotted over to that light gray surface. This is my screen. My walls are light gray. Let's see what it picks up. Nothing. I'm going to say this one time. I'm not going to bother wasting my money on them $60 products. I'm just going to go to Sherwin-Williams and pick up some Network Gray 773. It'll do the same thing. I'm not wasting my money on that. Reason why it's easier for us, and we can claim it to be the same thing, because it is the same thing. After we just saw those demonstrations. And I don't feel like dealing with the headache, and the guy can't ship our product correctly. We got to go through the headache with this and the headache with that. And I got to get somebody else to buy it for us, and then they got to send it down for us because he can't ship our product correctly because he's scared. Now, we can't go through all that. It's just too much work. I'm just going to get Network Grade 773. It does the same thing. He proved it to us, so it is. So no point in just going through all that nonsense. I'm going to put it against this wall over here. I'm going to see what happens. Too much work. This is way too much work. Any other place we can order stuff from, get it right to the front door, no problem. And other places, we get canceled orders left and right. They're just too afraid to ship out. So you can see the gray wall is not picking up the check at all, period. Not a thing. Red screen. Blue screen. Let's grab this one. Let's grab this one. Let's grab this one. Yeah, told you. Too easy. Let me put my projector back on. Well, like I said, those of you at the end of the day that feel that our products are too expensive, well, here's your options. You can go near the hobby paints, which we know you're going to get burnt at the end of the day. We all know you're going to get burnt. Everybody knows you're going to get burnt. You can't even mention that product saying that you got it on YouTube because you become a laughing stock because we all know what it is. You can go with the certified gunmetal screens. I mean, if you're going to complain about our prices, boy, gee whiz. Yeah, $5 for a screen? Yeah, knock yourself out. And then you have our technology. If we make a final decision to basically pull all product from customers and go strictly corporation only, not to be rude here, but you're screwed. And I'll tell you why. Because again, in order for anyone to be able to have our technology on our level to perform what we do, they got to pass our tests first. And they can't do that. Even when it comes to the certified screens, which we challenge them at the end of the day, or anybody at the end of the day who's making a black screen paint, if you can pass all our tests, you become a worthy tester for us, a person for us to do a challenge against. Because we could beat all our challenges with no problem. This right here is just basic nothing. We do these tests all the time, so this is just for fun. This is nothing. And these are tests that we already have on the site that we already done, we already completed already. So with that being said, in order for anyone to give us a challenge, they would have to complete all our tests. They had to beat every last one of them. And we set the bar pretty high. Other than that, only thing we have less is certified black technology. And you know what that's going to cost you. If you thought that was expensive, wait till these guys come up with a black version of that technology. Sticker shock is basically going to kill you. Right now, with that technology we have right here, customers who have those Valva projectors now don't have to worry about buying Valva screens anymore because they have our technology that can pretty much blend into a $5,000 screen, do it in a fully lit environment, especially on a projector in eco mode, the highest eco mode, and then have our brightness under factory settings and still maintain with no problem whatsoever without calibrating or any of that nonsense at the end of the day. So that's the benefits that we give you, everybody, at the end of the day. Heck, we could have made this a challenge. And if people at the end of the day would say, oh, well, he's this, that, and the other, well, guess what? If I was, then guess what? I got plenty of people at the end of the day that would spend more money for my product. As a matter of fact, once my stores open up and I'm able to put my product in there, I can get 10 times more than what I get online for it. But I choose not to do that because if I go down that road, that makes me just like the other ones, just like the screens we don't like. The certifies. The certifies are the ones that are taking the technology and are charging so much money for it. They separate those who have and those who do not have. If your pockets are deep enough, you can have, and if they're not, well, whatever, you just deal with that white screen over there. Because I want the ability to be able to walk into one of those centers or convention shows and show off a technology using a projector that they wouldn't even use for a paperweight and blow their technology clean out of the water. And then when they find out how much my product costs, well, at the end of the day, they couldn't even meet me with my capital. My capital alone, they couldn't touch me. Look at it. Naysayers are always upset. They always get a little angry. We get that all the time. Naysayers will come around, they'll be very upset and very angry all the time. They come in expecting for my product to fail. We know they're in the room, but they always come in here expecting to see my product fail. And that's not going to happen because all my technology comes from God. It was nice to be able to come in. I'll straighten up in here a bit. Put my other unit on. Why do we have this illuminated over here? Empty spot right there. We could use it. I wonder where the manager's at. Manager's always something so. Where's the manager? I was wondering where the manager's at. I need this fire stick right here. Try to keep my prices so anybody can afford them. So that's why we market our products. Well, 32 ounces. We market them under 500 bucks. I'm gonna charge up this one. So tomorrow, We're not going to talk about these guys anymore. We're done with that. I think we proved their point. So nothing else to show on that. I think we're going to do the Sony VPL tomorrow. Because I've done enough videos for today. So we're going to do the Sony tomorrow. People have been asking me questions about the VPL 36, FH36, and FH30. One has an extended throw lens on it, and the other one has a standard throw. They'll be exactly the same, but you have to really tell which one's which. So tomorrow morning we'll be talking about venue projectors, which you should know. Why is that freaking? What is that light flashing for? Wasn't looking for in here. Sony back on. I'm watching this tonight. I think I memorized it too. Let's see. This should be already charged up. Put these in my charge. Oh, this doesn't need to be charged. That one's good. This one has to be charged up.
To partner with organizations committed to helping communities throughout the Lehigh Valley. It's part of Subaru Bus to Care and Privacy Take Partner Subaru, to be sure.
Deep chest wall lacerations, multiple rib fractures, healing thorax. Good to see you, Dr. Murphy. Hello. Jared.
Tell you one thing, monitors are going to have to go. Every time I get on those monitors, I get sick. Every single time. Monitors cause me dizzy spells. All the time. So I got to come off the monitors. I got to get my screens painted in here. I need my monitors over here. I can't deal with them. Giving me freaking headaches, man. Every time I get on those things, I get freaking headaches. So I got to come off the monitors. Get this over here real quick. This is Venue Sony VPL FH36 we're using right now. But yeah, I gotta come off these. Those are giving me really bad headaches. There's my cord. So plug in here. recliner, get myself a hot cup of tea, watch a little TV. Just get myself situated. And I'll put this over here. Alright, that's basically about it. I'm ready to go. Sit down and just relax for the rest of the day. Tomorrow we'll do some other videos on something else. We're done with all that other crazy stuff. Right, we got an impact in the day. What do you do? Got an impact on the day. That's good. I forgot today. No, we'll do it today because I really don't feel like getting involved with any more crap on this nonsense. We'll come back tomorrow at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock tomorrow, we'll go in and take a look, see if you post it, and after that, we're done. You know, did you know already? We put the information out there. It's on the black site. You can go on the blacklist. You can go out there and check it out for yourself. You know what I mean? Do your research on these people before you buy from us. Do your research on us before you buy. We don't mind. Call us and ask us questions. We don't mind. You know? I'm tired. So call us and ask us questions if you got to, you know? Whatever helps. Whatever you need, I got you. All right, people, with that being said, I gotta go. I'm gonna sit down and relax, enjoy the rest of my day. Gotta go, and God bless.